Welcome back to Fab Fun. My name's Logan, and today I'm going to be working on Project Yellow. I'm going to be hooking up the second drive shaft in the place of the first and figuring out exactly where I'm going to be putting this cross member, where I think I can cut through this one and go to that one like I showed you on the short, and whether I want to use this drop for the carrier bearing or that drop for the carrier bearing, which is a couple inches taller. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back. Just trying to make sure I got all the right stuff. Working directly underneath something that's dropping rust and dirt all over you is not as much fun as you might think. Alright, let's put a strap and a bolt on. It looks like we're gonna have a really easy time getting this drive shaft mounted. So I'm kind of excited about working on this because so far I've been impressed with how good a shape some of these parts are in. I think it's a world of difference between being a fleet maintained vehicle, as long as they do actually maintain it and have a program for it. Plus, you know, being 13, 14 years newer than my dad's C60. And it was used on a farm hauling grain most of the time with that grain bed, but I think occasionally some fertilizer and other odds and ends. Just takes its toll on metal a lot more than somebody's couch in the back of a box truck. Even though his has a lot less miles. It looks a lot rougher underneath. Of course, this one's got a few leaks here and there, but maybe that's what helps maintain. Getting a little oil sprayed everywhere keeps it from rusting, right? Just feeling my way around, working on the top of the drive shaft, getting these bolts in. Just as kind of a side note, apparently in the process of working on this, I've been using a few muscles that I don't normally use, and my lower back has been sore all day. And I guess just being older, when something gets sore, it just takes longer to heal, and things get tight. If you stop moving, it hurts to start moving, and if you move a lot, it just kind of irritates it more. Fun, fun, fun. I will be 38 in October. So, yeah, I'm not old. Although when I was 18, I would think 38 was pretty old. Now, not so much. Although I definitely don't feel like I'm 20 anymore. Especially after laying on concrete for a while. There we go. Pretty tight to me. Hang that right about, well, maybe. Right there. And drag ourselves out of here. I can't think of any other reason I need to be under here right now. That's simple enough. 2 straps, 4 bolts. And this drive shaft is hooked up exactly where I wanted it and how I wanted it. Now we get to the hard stuff. Get out of here. Now we are all about safety here. So when I'm grinding these rivets off, it's going to be throwing sparks that way. There just so happens to be a gas tank right there. So we're putting up this board so I'm not throwing sparks and hitting the gas tank, and some cardboard up here so it's not going to go under the cab and bounce off something and go to the gas tank. So just trying to keep the sparks away from the gas tank. Very, very important not to blow up. Hearing protection, also very important. Safety, safety, safety. So far, so good. All right, I've got the drive shaft hanging a little bit lower. What I'm gonna do to make this all work is cut here. I've got a little bit of a guide for my grinder, see how that works out. I'm gonna cut right here. From there to there is 46 inches, which is the length I need to get from here to right there. When all that matches up, it should get me within a ½ inch of that U-joint fitting snugly there. and a 1/2 inch either way, I've got a slip yoke. So we should be in good shape. I did think about taking these rivets off, sliding this back as far as I felt comfortable, and then shortening this drive shaft. It's about 4 feet long. I could probably shorten, I don't know, 40, 42 inches out of it pretty easily, but that would make that drive shaft really short. And to be honest, I think going too short will make the truck look a little odd. It's awful wide and tall to be really short. I think a 10 or 11 foot bed would work. A 9 foot maybe. 8 foot's gonna be pushing it. I don't know. Some of them look really cool done that way, but I feel like if I give myself an 11 foot flatbed, I should be fairly happy with it. But it's 18 foot long now. Once I cut this section out, 46 inches gone. And then right here at the leaf spring perch, I'll save all this. Not gonna mess with any of these cross members. And I will probably cut it right around here. And I already have a hitch that's welded to match whatever frame you've got. I've already got one of them. So I just want to have enough space to get this plate bolted on the side here behind this leaf spring hanger. So that's what we're dealing with. I've got jack stands, well, bottle jacks, and a jack stand over there just for safety. That will let me jack it up or let it down very carefully in a controlled manner if I need to. I have the floor jack back there. I measured it. It's longer that way than it will be when I cut it here. Plus, we have all of the C-channel back here that's going to add a lot more weight to it. So I'm assuming this back end, plus a little bit more on the cross member there. I'm assuming the weight's going to be back here, but just in case this front end is 100 pounds heavier, I do have the trash can here to kind of balance out, so it's not going to smack the floor. Yeah, it's a plastic trash can, but you got to think it's definitely heavier back there, but just in case I'm wrong and it's 50 pounds heavier down here, that'll support it, no problem. Once I get this cut, 2 cuts there, 2 cuts on this frame rail, get rid of these, slide this forward. I'm probably going to put a straight edge across just to get everything in the right alignment, and then tack it. So I'm going to start cutting tomorrow. It's Friday night right now. I am burnt out. My gosh, it has been a very, very hot day at work and a very, very hot day in the barn after work. 92 to 95 depending on where you're at, and very humid. And I'm just tired and my back is hurting and whine, complain. I do enjoy doing this, but I am just a mortal man. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.